Tasha K's employee is trying to make some waves on the YouTube streets, and she has gotten taken down on the way out. It's Mouthtv, bringing you all the latest headlines, breaking stories, drama, cloud chasers, and everything trending in the streets now.
Yes. So Chelsea Alana has gotten her first YouTube strike. Sorry about that. But it does state here in her
Post addressing it.
Yes. So tell me how my last vlog about my fast was taken down by YouTube because it supposedly violated the terms and conditions by promoting unhealthy dietary suggestions. But y'all got people doing 1 hour mukbangs and inhaling food bigger than them that subjects them to gout, high blood pressure, and diabetes. But a 7-day fast is unhealthy? Girl.
Now let's break this down, because months ago she made another post where she was talking about how she went from 200 and let me get these numbers, I want to get it right for y'all, 215 to 134 in 4 months. Now, as soon as she said that, I said, oh, girl.
Yeah.
Slow it the down. Because this is dangerous.
Absolutely.
As much as it may have worked for her, which I am having my doubts about, because she was also sharing not too long before that how she had to go and get surgery on her, I think it was gallbladder or something. She had to get something removed from her insides, and that just shows that you're not really as healthy as you are claiming, and how much this weight loss journey, benefited you. Sure, you may have gotten your waist snatched than it was before, but the fact of the matter is, going from 215 to 134 in 4 months to anybody out here, especially someone who's bigger, is going to be very dangerous for them, and there's going to be health consequences. Absolutely. So I knew that YouTube was going to step in.
Absolutely.
I was going to even make a response video and tell her, hey, you cannot be promoting this here on YouTube. But I'm like, this girl wants to start trouble on the streets. Absolutely. It's not really my problem or my space to really play captains to everybody. That's just not... that's not my lane. So here we go. It's 2 months later and YouTube has come knocking. Okay. Now, last night they did implement a new system of takedowns. Privatize your videos if they think it is violating their rules. So a lot of people were coming out crying last night. White YouTubers, black YouTubers, mixed YouTubers, you name it. Nobody was off the chopping block.
Right.
But especially channels that were on some sensitive topics. So she took to her post a couple months ago, this post that bothered me. She said, okay, there have been a lot of questions surrounding my weight loss journey. Some people actually want help and some people just want to be nosy, which is why I only will be coming out with a 3-part series for my membership on YouTube only. I will be including the names of my doctors, the medication, and the specific 4-month meal plan that helped me go from 215 to 134. I'm only putting the videos for the people who join my membership, because the weight loss journey is not for women who want to fit in a bikini for summer or who want to look good for an event or whatever. This is for people whose life is on the line, whose health is dangling in the balance, whose issues and their weight is creating an ungodly space for D and S. I'm not gonna say those words. But so she had some things to say, trying to help people, but you just can't do that with drastic weight loss. You cannot promote that.
Well,
especially like she said, she's going to be offering supplements, doctors.
Which
you just can't. You can't give advice when it comes to vitamins and medications, because there's rules when it comes to unfounded claims, and a lot of times Google doesn't know. They're not the ones studying these things.
We have to keep in mind too that this is her personal regimen that she's sharing with everybody else. This right here is an actual, it looks to me like a journal statement of her health issues. She's listing here, it's not for normal people. These are for people that, you're tired of the weight being in the way. It's taking over her health. There's issues with her health. That right there was the red flag. It would have been different if you were just, you're taking precautions to lose weight on a normal basis before health issues start to arise. But with Chelsea, on the other hand, you already had health issues. So this kind of regimen really is personal. And so for her to, I guess to sell it as another, that's another video. But on another note, I understand totally where anybody and everybody should get involved and say, hey, no. This is your journey. You know what I mean? You can sell that any way you want. Put it in a book, for God's sake. But to actually sell it like it's going to help many others, that's not the deal at all. Everybody has different things wrong with them, and different things that are attacking their body at the same time. As she's already made it evident, you've had some stuff done, you know what I mean, to for the outcome that you have, right? You've been on the chop block. With that being said, the strike, and nonetheless, there are some things, some do's and don'ts, and I guess she fell right into the crack.
Well, coming after big mukbangers and, people who eat on camera, now there is a sector of people who are like, eat until I'm gone.
Yeah.
So it's like, to that point, it's like, where is YouTube?
Right.
That's a problem here on YouTube. I'm not going to beat around the bush with that.
Yeah, you can.
There's a lot of violations here on the streets, and which maybe that's why they're implementing this new system that they did last night. Because there's a lot of people violating who really need to be checked. And hey, I'm even myself, there's some content put up that it's borderline, and there has to be a line in the sand.
Right.
That when is YouTube actually going to implement their rules and actually push them full force?
Right.
Now, when it comes to losing weight really fast, I think that is really dangerous, because having a lack of nutrition can really take you. But having an overt amount of food in your system isn't really deadly. Over time, it becomes deadly, but a sit-down meal, it does not compare.
Right.
When it comes to fasting, which is a starvation, 7 days, some people can't survive 3 days without eating.
You're absolutely right.
Especially with health conditions.
Absolutely.
And which is exactly what she's promoting, that she wants to help. So it's an oxymoron there, and she really needs to check herself. Any final thoughts?
It's like this. Just be careful. You know what I mean? She just jumped on the platform thinking that she knew that she could just do whatever she wanted or talk about whatever she wanted. And it's things like this that...
read your guidelines.
Right.
That's what I come down to, because a lot of the times my content does revolve around trying to tell you guys, what are you doing? This is wrong.
Right.
Because I've read all the contracts, top to bottom.
Right.
So I know exactly what you guys aren't supposed to do. And a lot of you guys here on these streets don't care.
No.
And one day YouTube is going to do their investigation, especially when you hit certain quotas on your channel. The team sits right there on your channel and goes through every single video. You guys need to realize that there is always someone watching. Even private videos. YouTube watches your private videos. I've seen it firsthand.
Right.
As they're investigating my channel, you can open up the analytics. Open up the analytics of the private videos, and you will see those view counters go up, because they're sitting there investigating. They're watching you.
Absolutely. Now, this is, you said if I had any last thoughts and theories. This is what it comes down to. The profession that Chelsea acts like that she has, and I say act like because I need to see proof. But the thing is, if you are on YouTube and you know the rules and regulations, you are a whole manager to someone else. You would think
allegedly.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, because now I need some proof, because nothing.
Sheck is the real manager here. Let's get real.
Right. But whenever it comes to Sheck's left-hand man, Chelsea always wants to be the one listed. Okay, that's whenever Tasha usually puts her right hand in and goes, no, you know what I mean. So anyway, with that being said, you're right. Sheck does know all the ins and outs, which makes me look at him and go, you knew your girl was messing up and you didn't say nothing.
I think everybody did. But hey, I did see people in the comment section telling her, hey, no, stop doing this. And she's a defensive type of girl. So it doesn't matter. She's just like Armand Wiggins. That's why they're going back and forth, and they've been going back and forth. Meet your match, your like, okay? So even if you're just trying to help the girl, she's still going to have some sort of shady response to say.
Right.
So it's not even worth helping. How much can you warn her? So much.
Yeah, exactly. It is what it is, but she's in her own lane. So I'm just saying, one strike. Let's work on others. You know what I mean? Let's work on others. I really don't like sharing the spotlight with her at all. All this.
Ooh, you're dirty.
It's like this. I don't know how many times that she's tried to actually direct, say something direct to me, but can't say my name. It's how I see it, bitch. It's how I see it. So with that being said,
and it's Mouthtv. Put a name on it.
Right.
All the subs. There's a lot of subs. YouTubers out here like Armand Wiggins have subbed me over 200 times.
Yeah.
Put my name on it, or I'm not really gonna respond to you.
Right.
I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay.
Right.
And bunch of times it's lies. So what's the reason to even address lies? So
it is
messy.
It is. Yeah, she's very messy. So with that being said, you guys, if you have not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting on. Go ahead and do that. You know what it is. It's Mouthtv. It's all day, every day.
Bringing you all the latest headlines, breaking stories, and the clout chasers in the streets.
Drama.
We'll see you guys in the next ones. We are